Your store is not making any sales, and I know exactly why. Now, before you start thinking maybe because you have bad designs, maybe because your price is too high, or maybe because your product in general is not good enough, I want you to listen to this. You do not have a product problem, you have an attention problem. And this is the same thing that most print-on-demand courses and YouTube videos skip. I have looked at so many print-on-demand stores, and the ones that do not make sales have almost the same exact invisible problem. Most of them have very good designs, very good products, the branding is on point, but the problem they are having is that there is no attention around that store. No traffic, no content that stops people from scrolling, and no reason for a complete stranger to care enough to buy that product. Let me explain it like this. Imagine if you built the most beautiful store. You have the best product, you have very good branding, everything in the store looks so perfect, but you built that store in the middle of a desert. No roads, no signs, nobody walking by. Automatically, that store does not exist. So what do you expect to happen? Nothing. It's not because you have bad products, it's not because your branding is so bad, but because nobody can find it. And that is the exact reason why most print-on-demand stores are failing. People spend hours designing, picking products, setting up their store, connecting Printify, and then they go ahead to post a flat white mock-up of their product on TikTok and Instagram, and then add caption like link in bio, new arrival, buy now. And then they just tweet. They refresh their Shopify store, they refresh their Printify store, and wonder why nothing is working. Why is anybody not buying from me? It's because you are focusing on the wrong things. Nobody's buying because nobody saw it. And the few who did, the content did not stop them from scrolling, because the flat mockup does not show emotion. It does not make somebody imagine themselves owning it, gifting it, or even needing it. It is just there. And on social media, when your content does not stop people from scrolling, it disappears. And that is the attention problem. Your store does not need more products. It needs a road. It needs content that stops people from scrolling and actually feel something. And the good news is it is completely feasible. So in today's video, I'm going to show you the exact 3 mistakes that almost every POD seller is making and what you can do instead. But real quick, before we continue, hit that like button, because people do charge thousands for this type of information, and I want to keep creating this type of content every single week for you guys for free. And if you are joining us for the first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you never miss what is coming next. Mistake number 1: uploading and waiting. This one is the most common one that I've seen. You feel so motivated, you upload your first product, you just start refreshing your dashboard and your store, hoping that people are just magically going to find it. But guess what is going to happen? Nothing will happen. Do you know why? Because uploading is not a strategy. That is just your first step. And I also made the same mistake when I was just getting started. I was super excited in the beginning. I post my first product, post the second one, post the third one, obviously with that flat, boring mock-up. And then I was just hoping and praying that I'm just going to wake up to my first sale. And that whole experience just humbled me, because my store is perfect, but there is no road leading people to that store. There is no marketing strategy. I'm not speaking directly to this customer, and that was a problem. Mistake number 2: no clear niche. If your store has no clear niche, it means your design can appeal to just anyone. And when your design appeals to everybody, nobody connects with it. When you try to speak to everyone, you end up speaking to no one. And when this customer gets to your store and they don't feel any connection that makes them want to own this product, that is when they leave. The most successful POD sellers are the ones that are laser focused. They are focused on dog mom, book lover, nurses, faith-based women. They know exactly who they are for, and anything they do moving forward speaks directly to that person. Listen, if someone comes to your Shopify store right now and do not understand in the first 3 seconds who that store is for, that is the reason why you are not selling. You are literally leaving money on the table every single day. Mistake number 3: you have a store but not a brand. This one feels very subtle, but it is very, very important. A store says, "Here is my product, please buy," But a brand says, this is my word, I built this for this type of person. If you belong here, you will love what I built for you. A store sells products, why a brand attracts people. If someone lands on your store right now, will they immediately understand who you are, who you sell for, and why they should buy from you? Or do they see random collection of products that does not identify with them? If your answer is the second one, then you have a store, not a brand. And that might be the root to your problem. How many of those three do you recognize in yourself? Even if it's just one, keep watching because I'm about to review a framework that is going to help you fix all of this at the same time. Okay, so you know exactly what the problem is. You know the three mistakes that is keeping your store invisible. Now, let me share you the framework that is going to help you fix every single one of these things. When I finally figured out why my store started making consistent sales, I realized that it came down to those four things that works together. I call it the CATS, and it's a system that I wish that somebody has shown me from day one. The C part of this framework stands for clarity. Before you do anything, you need to get crystal clear on who your store is for. Not everyone who likes dogs, not everyone who likes books, but a specific type of person. How old are they? What do they care about? What's their daily life look like? What makes these people smile? And what makes them feel seen? The more specific you are, the powerful it becomes. Now, I want you to take notes and answer these three questions. This is a simple exercise that will help you pinpoint exactly who your audience are. Ask yourself this question. Who exactly is your customer? How old are they? And what do they care about the most? For example, dog moms aged 25 to 45 who treat their pets like child, buy their dog birthday gifts, and share dog memes every single day. That is a real person. That is someone you design for. That is someone you create content for. And that is someone who, when they see your products, they feel immediately like this was meant for me. That is clarity, and clarity is where everything starts. The A part of this framework stands for attention, and attention is traffic. The same way that people who have physical store needs footwork, that is the same way that people who run online store needs attention. And the way that you get attention in today's world is through content, not product posts, not sales announcement, and obviously not white plain background mockup. You need content that speaks to your audience live. So how do you create content that speaks to your target audience? Let's look at the dog niche, for example. There are several ways that you can create relatable videos that people in the dog community are going to resonate with and love. A perfect example would be a POV video. Imagine you share a video of your dog staring at you while you eat, and then you just caption it something like POV you refuse to share. That type of content attracts the dog community a lot. Every dog mom stopped for that. She's not seeing the product, she's seeing a real life. For a book lover niche, for example, imagine a video with a cozy reading corner and a stack of book, and then the person just capture it, my plans for the weekend. Every introvert is going to stop for that video and relate to it. No product, no selling, just connection. That is a road that leads people to your store. The T of this framework stands for trust. When someone finds your content on the internet and then they follow you, they immediately start asking themselves, is this person trustworthy? Do I like them? Do I want to stay? And this type of content answers that question with a big yes. Your story, your value, why you built this brand, and what makes this brand personal to you. The faith community, they don't just buy products, they buy into people and value. And then the book community, they don't just buy bookish merch, they buy from people that they feel genuinely love books just like them. When your audience feel like they know you, they trust you. That is what converts scrollers into buyers. And this is how you fix mistake number 3. You stop being a store and you start being a brand. The S part of this framework is called sales. And this is the mistake that almost every POD seller are making. They jump the CAT and then go straight to S. Then they wonder why they are not selling. Forgetting that you need to first be clear on your audience to know who they are and how you can best serve them. And then you need to create content that attracts that particular person. And then you need to create trust videos that help these people who have found you through your attraction content now trust you enough to now buy from you, which is where the sales come in. When you have done every single one of this sales content work differently, because by then it doesn't feel like an ad. It starts feeling like a natural recommendation from someone that they trust. A product post from a brand that your audience already trusts gets comment like, "Oh, I need this. I need to send this to my husband. Already placed my order. I love the fit." They get those type of comments. But a post from a random brand that nobody connects with gets nothing. Same product, but completely different results. And that is the CATS framework. So by now, you already know the importance of having a clear niche identity before anything. So this is what I want you to do. I don't want you to just watch this video and then go away. I want you to actually take an exercise that is going to help you moving forward. Do this. Grab any of your notebook, notepad, whatever it is, and write down these 3 words. Who is my store for specifically? What do these people care about? And what content will stop them from scrolling? When you write this down, now put it together in a simple sentence. Using the dog niche as example, my store is for dog moms aged 25 to 45 who treat their dogs like family and love relatable, funny content about pet life. Another good example is the nurse niche. You can say, my store is for nurses who are proud of their profession but also exhausted by it and want product that says, I love what I do even when it's hard. Another good example with the book lover niche would be, my store is for introverted women who identify as reader first and want product that celebrates that part of their identity. One sentence, specific and clear. That is your foundation. Now, I want you to go ahead and drop that niche statement in the comment section so you can lock it in. And I'll also send you my niche guide so it can help you tighten it further. Once you have that niche statement, everything becomes easy. Your content ideas come natural, your design has direction, and your caption speaks directly to these people instead of speaking to an empty air. Without it, you are guessing, and guessing is why most POD stores stays invisible. So go ahead and write it down today, not tomorrow, okay? We need to move quickly. Everything I just taught you, from clarity to attraction strategy to trust building and sales system, is the foundation. Knowing it and actually implementing it are 2 different things. The Freedom Print Academy is where you stop watching and start executing. It gives you the roadmap, the done for you structure. It shortens your learning curve so you can actually move faster, and then it gives you the accountability just in case life gets busy but you still show up for your business. No more piecing together from random videos, no more guessing what to do next. Just a clear, organized path from where you are right now to a store that makes you consistent sales. The link will be below the description. Go check it out right now to see if it's the right fit for where you currently are in your journey. But before you go, here is one thing that I want you to know. You now know that content is what builds the road to your store. But where a lot of people still struggle is they go ahead and start creating content and the content still end up not converting. Not because they are not consistent, but because they don't know how to create the right content that actually stop people from scrolling. If you are serious about the A in the CATS framework, go ahead and see this video. I will leave the link right here and also in the description for you to check it out. And if this video helped you in any way, go ahead and give this video a like. It helps the algorithm push this video to more people who actually needs it, and then subscribe to this channel because you do not want to miss out on what is coming next. Go see that video and I will see you there. Bye.